The story is as follows. During the time of Amirul Mu'mineen Umar radiallahu anhu, and during his reign, the Islamic empire was growing, mashallah, exponentially, making its way to Persia and Rome. And so now they were experiencing new challenges that they never experienced before. One of these challenges was that the Muslims were now receiving huge amount of legal documents and communications from all around the world, but were not dated properly. So on one occasion, a legal document was delivered to Amirul Mu'mineen Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and the date was Sha'ban, the month of Sha'ban. Umar, he asked, which Sha'ban is this? The Sha'ban of this year? Or the Sha'ban of last year? So he gathered the companions and he said, we need a solution. We need a way to chronicle our lives. We need an Islamic calendar. What do you suggest? What will be our year number one? When does it start? Some of the companions, they said, perhaps we can adopt the calendar of the Persians. Some said, perhaps we can adopt the calendar of the Romans. Some said, year number one could be the day in which the Prophet ﷺ was born, his birthday. Some said, year number one could be the day in which he received Iqra, read, his first bit of revelation. Others, they said, why doesn't our year number one be the day that the Prophet ﷺ died? Umar didn't favor any of these opinions. Roman and Persian calendar, we cannot be on the back foot religiously or morally. And the other dates, they're not certain. We don't know them for sure. So Umar, now he gave his verdict and he said, Al-Hijratu farraqat bayna al-haqqi wal-batili fa'arriqu biha. He said the migration from Mecca to Medina separated between truth and falsehood. This was the most significant event in the seerah, arguably. He said, so let us base our Islamic calendar on the day that the Prophet ﷺ migrated, or the year that he migrated. So the companions agreed. And it was a huge event, moving to Medina. It was the first time that the axes and the weapons and the tools of persecution were lifted from the backs of the Muslims, where now the Muslims were able to mobilize and operate on their own land, socially and militarily and politically. It was a huge and significant event. So year number one in the Islamic calendar became the year in which the Prophet ﷺ migrated from Mecca to Medina. And that's why we call it the Hijri calendar, the Hijri